Hello everyone, welcome you all on our online lecture series on element of machine design. This is our 7th lecture on stress strain problem. In this lecture we are going to discuss some numericals which are based on stress and strain of unit number 1. So let's start with first numerical. The statement of problem which given in examination is a mild steel rod of 12 mm diameter was tested for tensile strength with the gauge length, this one is important, gauge length 60 mm, and following observations were recorded. First observation is final length is equal to 80 mm. Second observation, final diameter 7 mm. Third observation, yield load is equal to 3.4 kilonewton. And fourth observation, ultimate load 6.1 kilonewton. Now we have to calculate yield stress, ultimate tensile stress. Third point is percentage of reduction in area and percentage of elongation. This is our statement, and after that we have to write given data first, and we have to write to find in our answer sheet. Now in first stage we have to write given data which we have in this statement. First of all, the rod diameter, that is capital D, is equal to 12 mm. Here you can see that was tested for tensile strength, and gauge length, that is L original length, is equal to 60 mm. Then we have different observations. Final length, we can write L suffix x f, that is final, and L for length, or we can write it as L2, and this L is for as a L1, okay, is equal to 80 mm. After that, next reading is final diameter, that is D2 is equal to 7 mm. Now by using this data we will draw one diagram and identify first of all what types of load are applied on that material, and if the dimensions are in positive direction or in a negative direction, so that we can identify that whether the load is a tensile or compressive one. Okay, here these two terms are original dimensions. We will draw one rod which is having diameter 12 mm and length 60 mm. This is first case, and when the observations are recorded, then in next case LF, that is second length, we will draw same component. Here the length of rod get increases, but the diameter of rod get decreases. Now 7 mm and this length is 80 mm. Now you can see that when this type of case is happen, here we can assume that the load is applied on the material is tensile one. Okay, and the percentage of area reduction, that is for diameter, and percentage of elongation it is for length purpose. Okay, now we can assume by diagrammatically. After that, we have another two quantities, that is yield load P of I or Y is equal to 3.4 kilonewton. Now you have to convert this kilonewton if it is necessary. We will discuss later on. And yielding load P of U is equal to 6.1 kilonewton. Here you can write, instead of P of Y and instead of P of U, W of Y and W of U also. This is your choice, but you have to remember that the formula for stress is equal to P upon A. Therefore, we use here P. And the next stage, that is to find what we have to find. This is also important one, because here we can assume that, or we can have different formulas. First point is your ultimate stress, and stress is denoted by sigma. Ultimate means Y. Then second is sigma U. Then percentage of area, that is reduction, means it is going to decrease now. And percentage of elongation in length, this length is going to increase now. We know that by considering diagram. Okay, now we will solve this example. Now we will solve numerical after writing given data and to find first quantity that we have to find, that is yield stress. And formula for stress is P upon area, and here we have to find yield, that therefore we have to take P for yielding load, and A is area. Now this area is required in every problem, therefore we will find area first of all. Capital A is equal to pi by 4 capital D square, here pi by 4 as it is, capital D is equal to 12 square, and area is 113 mm square. Now after finding area A1, we have second diameter also, and for that diameter small a is equal to, or area 2 is equal to pi by 4 d square, that is small diameter which is 7 mm, is equal to pi by 4 7 square is equal to, now you have to find this quantity 38.5 mm square. This is small a. Now we have both the quantity, that is capital A, that is original area, and second area after applying external load. Now we will put area A1 or capital A or initial area in our formula. So yielding stress becomes 3.4 kilonewton load divided by area 113. Here the load which we have in our statement or in our problem is kilonewton, but we have to use in Newton. We will write or convert it into Newton. It is 3400. Now 3400 divided by 113, this area and sigma of y is 30.1 Newton per mm square. Here the unit of stress is Newton per mm square, because here we have P in Newton and A in mm square. This is our first answer for yield stress. Then we have second point, ultimate stress. Sigma u is equal to similar formula which we know that P upon A, and here we have to find ultimate stress, therefore we have to use P of u. Now P of u is 6.1. This is kilonewton, but we have to use Newton. So 6100 Newton divided by area, this one 113 mm square, and final answer of ultimate stress is 54 Newton per mm square, sigma of u. After that, the third quantity which we have to find, that is percentage of reduction and elongation. Now, as we have discussed at starting of this problem, the figure shows reduction in diameter and increase in length. Therefore, if we have to find percentage of reduction, that time we have to use area, because diameter is going to decrease now, and when we have to find percentage of elongation, that time we have to use length, because original length is 60 mm and change in length is 80 mm. 20 mm length is going to change in positive dimensions, therefore here the percentage of elongation is in length. For that purpose, we have the formula for percentage of reduction, capital A, that is original area, minus area change after applying load divided by original area multiplied by 100. The 100 quantity is for percentage purpose. Now we will put both the quantity 113 and 38.5 in this formula. 113 minus 38.5 divided by 113 mm square multiplied by 100. Okay, put this bracket in your calci and solve. Then we have answer 0.66 multiplied by 100, and the percentage of reduction is 66%. Okay, percentage of a reduction. Then this is our third answer. Then we have to find percentage of elongation. Now here third point is percentage of elongation is equal to original length minus change in length divided by original length. Okay, but the quantity here L1 is minimum and the quantity here L2 is maximum, which is not possible for subtraction purpose. When we subtract minimum quantity from larger quantity, that time the percentage is in negative. Therefore, we have to use as L2 minus L1 divided by L1. Okay, now we will put value 80 minus 60 divided by 60. As we have to find percentage of elongation, and the percentage of elongation is the comparison from the first point, that is first length and second length. Okay, therefore we use original length in denominator also, multiply by 100. Solve this bracket first of all, and which is 0.3333 multiply by 100, and the percentage of elongation is 33.33%. okay, this is percentage of elongation. This is our final answer for this problem, and which is asked for 4 marks in summer 11 examination. Now here we have the statement of second problem. A press exerts a load 2 meganewton. The load is carried by 2 rods of 2 meter length and support the upper head of press. Find the diameter of rod, change in length of rod. Assume shape stress sigma S is equal to 80 Newton per mm square and E is equal to 210 kilonewton per mm square. Now first of all write given data and what we have to find. After that try to convert this statement into a graphical form. We will discuss later on. First of all we will write given data. First one is load, that is P is equal to 2 meganewton. Second one is length of rod is equal to 2 meter, and both the rods are supported at its upper head. Then we have to find diameter, that is D of rod, and change in length of rod. This is our first quantity. We have to find D, or we can write it is in capital D also. Okay. Second point is change in length of rod. Change in length is delta L. Now the last line is important. Shape stress is, assume shape stress is 80 Newton per mm square. Sigma S is equal to 80 Newton per mm square. That means when we use this load, that time the safe condition of stress is 80 Newton per mm square, and modulus of elasticity is 210 kilonewton per mm square. Now this is our first step, and after that we will convert this statement into a graphical form. Here what they have told us, 2 rods are there. This is our first rod and this one is second, and the upper head is supported. Here we will draw one supported head, and the load is 2 mn. Now here we will find the load carried by each of the rod. We know that 2 mm load is carried by 2 rods. That means one rod carries 1 meganewton load, and another one we have to convert this mn, that is meganewton, into newton. For that purpose we write here P is equal to 2 meganewton Newton is equal to, we know that 2 kilonewton is converted into Newton by 10 to the power 3. After kilonewton we have meganewton, that means again 10 to the power 3. Okay, here 2 into 10 to the power 6 Newton. This is our value of P, and here E is in kilonewton per meter square. Therefore we will convert this term also, that is 210 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per mm square, and remaining terms are L is equal to 2 meter, it is okay, and sigma 80 Newton per mm square, this is also okay for that. Okay, after that we will write the formula. Here we will draw that exam. First of all, instead of writing the formula for finding diameter, this is our upper head and the load is carried by this 2 rod. Okay, diameter D and load here 2 mm. Okay, now we will find the first quantity, that is diameter of rod is equal to, we know that while finding the diameter, this term is in area, because area is equal to pi by 4 d square, so that we have to find area first of all, and the area is in the formula sigma S is equal to P upon A, and here we know that in this numerical shape stress which we have 80 Newton per mm square, and P for only one rod is 1 mm. Here we are going to find D, that is diameter for each rod. For that purpose we have to use P for each rod also. Now we will use this formula, sigma S is equal to P upon A. 80 is equal to 1 upon area. Okay, and the 1 meganewton is, we have to convert it in Newton, therefore 1 into 10 to the power 6, cross multiply this two term, A into 80 is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 6 into, here we have one quantity, 80 multiplied by A is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 6. Now the unknown term is A, 80 Newton per mm square, shift into this side, then we have A is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 80. Find this quantity and A becomes area, and by solving this quantity A is equal to 12500 mm square. We know that area is equal to pi by 4 d square. Put the value here 1250, which is of A area is equal to pi by 4 d square. Now the unknown quantity is d square. The pi by 4 comes in denominator, so the remaining is 12500 divided by pi by 4. Put it in your calci, and d square is 15915.49 and root of this quantity, that is D is equal to 126.15 mm, and this is the diameter of a rod. Here this is the diameter of rod. Now the second part of problem is we have to find change in length, that is delta L, and we know that this quantity is in strain, the formula of strain. We know that the formula of strain is equal to change in length to the original length. This is formula for finding strain quantity, and we have in our problem modulus of elasticity, that is 210 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per mm square. Now we use both the quantity, and we know that the relation is, or the formula, E is equal to sigma upon E. Here we put the value 210 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to, the value of sigma is 80, and here E quantity as it is. We know that E is equal to what it is, delta L upon L. Now put this formula here. Therefore 210 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to 80 as it is, and instead of E we will use this formula, that is delta L upon L. Now we know that the value of L, it is 2 meter, that okay, that is for we have to use L in mm, and 2 meter is equal to 2000 mm. Put it in this equation. Therefore 210 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to 80 as it is, delta L divided by 2000. Now the 2000, the denominator, it will comes multiplied to 80, and the equation becomes 210 into 10 to the power 3 is equal to 80 into 2000 divided by delta L, and you can find this value delta L by cross multiplying, which 0.7619 mm. This is change in length of rod by applying 2 meganewton of force, where the diameter is 126.15 mm. At that time, that rod can capable this force up to this stress quantity, that is safe stress quantity. Here is second numerical, which is asked 13 for 4 marks. In our today's lecture, we discuss problem based on stress and strain, and in next lecture we will discuss next point, that is stress concentration. Thank you.